Good morning, y'all. So I've been a car guy for pretty much as far back as I can remember. I've had some crazy cars. I've had some sports cars. I've had, pretty much all sports cars at this point. And I got rid of them. I got rid of both of my cars last week. I got a new car. I got a truck. I got the biggest truck I could find, actually. And I wasn't gonna make a video about it, but then like Peter McKinnon hit me up and wanted to see my truck. My dad wanted to see my truck. My mom wanted to see a video of my truck. All my friends started saying like, hey, can I see your truck? So I figured, let's do a truck tour. So without further ado, I wanna introduce you to my new truck, Rip. The biggest truck I could find. This is my 2021 Ram Armed Forces Edition Black Widow 8-foot tall truck. And I'm gonna give you a tour. So let's go. Literally, you can hear the rain coming. Listen. All right, so I think I have a couple minutes before the rain destroys me. This is my Armed Forces Black Widow Ram. I want to show you the exterior a little bit before we hop inside, kind of what I liked about the car and why I bought it. Here it is. As you can see, it barely fits in one parking spot. Not only does it look like a tank, it is like an actual tank. It is a base Ram 1500, and there's this company that takes them and modifies them, soups them up, and this is what you end up getting. This is a wrap on here. It's not a paint job. It's called Flat Dark Earth, FDE. It's more of a military issued color, and they went ahead and kind of used the matte black accents to really make it pop and give it this tactical look. The exterior of the truck, pretty much everything is aftermarket now, from the paint, the grille, the wheels, the tires, the emblems, even like the massive mud flaps like I'm some kind of semi. So the next thing you'll notice is the truck is extremely tall. It's like 8 feet tall, which means I can't go into Wendy's, I can't go into McDonald's. I don't fit in many parking garages, but that is because this truck has a 6-inch airlift. It's 4-wheel drive truck, and each wheel kind of independently moves. It's pretty much meant to be able to go anywhere and do anything. And then you'll notice right here, they have this emblem right here. I'm not quite sure what these numbers and letters stand for, but this is indicative of the Armed Forces Edition Black Widow. I personally am very proud to be an American, so I just loved this. The whole truck kind of spoke to me. It represents like where I'm from, what I believe in, and kind of the lifestyle I like. So let's just jump inside and I'll show you what's going on. So when you open the door, wheel wells come down automatically, which is really nice because without that, Angelique, my mom and grandma, would never be making it up into this truck. Now, when you get in the truck, the first thing you'll notice, the biggest selling point to me, the thing that actually made me want this truck instantly, is this 5-foot long panoramic sunroof, moonroof, whatever you'd call it. The entire thing goes back, and it's pretty much like having a convertible truck. I really like driving around in nature and kind of looking at all the sights. And this is just one of those features that when I got in here and saw this, I was like, I'll take it. Then moving on, you've got obviously like custom leather aftermarket Black Widow seats with this really nice kind of plush quilting. Feels really nice on the booty. It doesn't massage your butt or anything. I wish it did, but maybe that's on the next version. Go ahead and turn on the truck and just start right here, and then we'll move around. But we've got these custom gauges from Black Widow. Nothing too crazy. This is a Bighorn Ram, so it kind of already had all the trimmings and packagings. But these dashes, all of the little controls, those are all new to kind of do the Black Widow thing. But this guy is what's pretty cool. This is my media center in the center console. And as you can see, it's like a Tesla. It literally takes up my entire center console of my car. And it's all touchscreen, obviously. This is like the island of Oahu that I live on here in Hawaii in the middle of the ocean. But what I really loved about it is it's just really, really like smart. Like you can change things. So I could have my media down here and my map up here. I can go ahead and flip them, and I can run multiple things at once. Navigation, even my phone settings. So moving on from there, you obviously have the center console, everything moves. There's just tons of room for activities. Something that's really cool, I have actual plugs in my car now, which to me is like one of the coolest things ever, because it means when I'm out shooting, I can literally be charging my camera batteries in the car, not needing an adapter, just plugging straight in. I've actually got 4 of those plugs in my car, so I can be running so much electronics. I even have a dedicated battery for those plugs so that I can just not worry about it affecting the car. All sorts of cool stuff. I'm 31 right now, and Angelique's biological clock is ticking, so I have a feeling I'm going to be a father here in a couple years, God willing. And you know, I had my Corvette, and that's not a good dad car. This, however, is a good dad car, and I knew if I didn't find the right dad car, Angelique was going to stick my ass in a minivan. So that's why I couldn't let that happen. So this is kind of pretty much the whole front seat. There's not a ton going on, but we will jump to the back seat, where I've actually set up the truck to take full advantage of my lifestyle and kind of give me the option to do all the things I like to do. So we'll hop back there and check it out. So, moving from the front seat to the back seat. Back here, we've got a lot going on. So I have a whole tactical rig that I've set up here, and I'll work my way through what is all in here. But again, we've got more plugs back here. So I was literally just charging my C70 while I was driving here. Tons of room. As Angelique said, I could fit 4 kids and a dog back here. I don't know what she's planning, but it sounds like she's kind of already got some ideas. Another cool thing is, like I said, this truck literally has so many hidden compartments you can't even imagine. Like if you just like pull this up, there's a compartment down here where I can keep, you know, all my tie downs, and then there's one over there, and there's a huge one in the middle, and then under the seat these fold down too, and this is all like storage back here. I've got sandals, I've got pillows over there, I've got more stuff I'll show you. It's just crazy how much stuff can actually fit in this truck. Now, on the back of my seats, I have this little rig I built right here. I'll climb up in here. So let me just kind of take you through what I have in here and why. My little survival kit. Again, I live in Hawaii, so I'm not really gonna be driving up into the mountains or like using this truck as like a bug out truck or like a end of the world scenario truck. I can't really go too far without running into water. So I have some of the survival stuff that I use on a daily basis, and I'll kind of take you through that and show you what I got. Carbon knuckled gloves. I absolutely love these gloves. They're from Oakley. I use them for everything, whether it be shooting or yard work or anything. These gloves hold up. They're always great. And then moving through, right here on the top, I've got a knife, quite a nice sharp knife, but you know, the honest truth is you never know when you're gonna need a knife, which is, I use this thing probably 5 times a day. So I just kind of keep it right there. I can reach over my seat and grab it or whatnot. And you know, whatever you do, I'm not using it for knife fighting. I'm just literally using it to open Amazon packages or cut ropes, you know, cut things you need cut. That's what a knife is for. And if you don't have one, you really should. Every person should have a knife, not just guys. Every single person should have, you know, basic human tools at their disposal, because we never know when we're gonna need them. Then moving down, we've got a 511 tactical, just a flashlight, you know, bright ass flashlight, because, well, it gets really dark in Hawaii and you never know when you're gonna need a flashlight. So then moving through, this is where it gets a little bit more survival-y. In this pouch here, I've got some tie downs that I can take out and reuse, kind of bendable tie downs. You never know when you're gonna need them. When you got a truck like this and you're kind of turning into a little bit of a wilderness freak, you know, these type of things are important. They're important, and they're fun, and they're empowering, you know, so that all kind of goes hand in hand. And you got to be ready for life, and the only way to be ready for life is to plan ahead. We've got this guy, which I don't want to do it in the car, but this is, if you've ever been in science class, it's a fire starter. It's a It's like flint, I guess, but it won't run out. It won't run out of fuel. It can get wet. So I keep this in here. I never know when I'm gonna need it. Hopefully I never do need it, but if I do, I have it. Also, for other things like that, I keep a Leatherman. I think this is the Surge, an incredible multi-tool. I actually keep 2 of these, one usually with me and then the other in my truck. You use it all the time, whether you know it or not. What is this actually? I don't really know what this is. What is this? Oh, so I got another torch, a butane torch, in case I don't feel like starting a fire like a caveman. I just got a, clickable butane torch. And if anyone's wondering where I got this like little back of the seat tactical rig, this is from 511. Highly recommend it. I love it, and it's kind of fun to have. It makes you feel a little bit more prepared for life. Let's see, actually I don't know what's in here. We got more of the tie downs, and then in here, we got paracord, which is important. Paracord has so many purposes. You never know when or why you're gonna need it, so I keep 2 spools paracord. And then I got just tons of bungees for the back of the truck and to tie stuff down. So then down here in this bottom one, I've got 2 things. I've got a military issue, just a little shovel. And even though the truck's 4-wheel drive and has like independent wheel movement, it probably won't get stuck. But if I do, I have a shovel. I can dig myself out. If I got to poop in the woods, I can dig myself a hole. Just a bunch of stuff you don't care about. Ever since I left LA, I got pretty wildernessy. I love nature. It's the opposite of Los Angeles is nature. So it feels really good to kind of like take care of yourself and prepare yourself and have fun not being some kind of city kid that you're not. I'm born in Georgia, so kind of getting back to my roots. And then down here we've got a hatchet. Super sharp hatchet that I don't use for anything except for emergency purposes. Again, I have no idea when or if I'll ever need it. Hopefully I don't, but I have it. And when you need it, that's all that's important. Okay, that's the back rig. Let's move on because there's still so much more inside this truck. Over here, got an umbrella because it rains and I don't like getting wet. Would recommend it. We'll move over to the other passenger side in the back where I've got a couple other things I care about. And then we'll move on into the bed of the truck and then I think we're pretty much done. So over here, Angelique has filled my car with Target bags so that she can go shopping and just use her own bags because that's responsible, and I didn't put those there. I wouldn't have made that choice. Under the seats, there's a ton more storage, and what I put there are things that I use every single day, things I really enjoy. Like, let's see, we've got a hammock, a micro hammock to be able to throw up wherever you want, but these guys here, I've got 2 of these back there. These are portable swinging hammock. Oh, what's going on? These are portable swinging hammock chairs. If you don't know what a hammock chair is, I highly recommend you look into it. It's like the most relaxing thing in the world. So I take these to the beach almost every single day and just hang out. It's really nice just to have them in your truck because you can be driving around, see a really nice view or a nice tree. And if you've got the time, you can just pull over, throw up your hammock chair and chill for an hour or so. It's quite nice. I've got another full-size hammock for 2 people in case Angelique wants to come lay with me or hang out, and why not? And well, let's see. I think that might be it. The quilted seats are the same back here. Everything's pretty much the same. One other cool thing that I can't show you during the day, but I'll include a little clip of it here is in the doors have like these LED lights. So at night when you open your door, it actually like projects a Black Widow on the ground. Again, this is like a special edition. It's called an Armed Forces Edition Black Widow. So they just kind of went all out trying to, to make it like super unique and super Black Widowy and super fun. And they had to justify making us pay what we did somehow. What are these? These are 35 by 12 and a halves with a 22-inch rim. They look small because the truck's huge, but as you can see, this tire comes up to my top of my thigh. So it's a hell of a lot bigger than it might initially look. All right. And then the final part of the truck is the bed of the truck, which isn't that special, but I've kind of taken liberty to make it a little bit more me. So it came rhino lined. It's pretty much indestructible, and it's got built-in tie downs. But I keep 2 folding chairs in the back because at least once a week I do the most redneck thing I could think of, which is I go to the docks or I go to the beach, and instead of sitting in the sand, I just kind of back my truck in and I set up my lounge chairs and I just hang out. I just chill. I just really enjoy not having a ton to do anymore. I think after like 11 years in Los Angeles, at some point you're just like, you're ready to retire. You're ready to kind of like slow your life down, change the pace a little. And that was my time. It's extremely hard to jump up into. Well, I just found something out. I didn't know that. I've got a freaking step. Holy crap. These chairs I found on the side of the road, which is why they're all rusted and crabby, but they worked perfect for what I needed. Yeah, just chilling in your lounge chair in the back of the truck, you know, why not? Now, the last part of the truck are my additions right here and here. SVA Performance, they're the ones that actually made the truck. If you want to check out them, I guess you can. They didn't give it to me, so I don't need you to go there. That's who makes the Black Widow trucks. I've got my Yellowstone logo right there. If you don't know what Yellowstone is, I highly recommend watching this show on Amazon. It's my favorite show. And that's Rip Wheeler. One of the characters from Yellowstone, someone that I kind of really admire. I look up to him. He's a really loyal, good guy. So I added the decal right there because this truck's name is Rip, which is about as fitting as it could be because it's tough, it's indestructible, and you know what? It's gonna survive, and that's how I landed on the name Rip. But let's see, man. I'm exhausted. I drank a massive coffee right before I started this. Now I'm all kinds of tired. But that is my truck. This is my 2021 Armed Forces Black Widow Ram 1500. This has been my truck tour. It's actually been a lot of fun to do, and the funniest thing about it is I really want to see other people's cars and truck tours. So there's a couple things that I want to do to this truck in time. So I wanted to make this video to kind of set the stage of where the truck was when I got it. Because I'm gonna be doing a little pimp my ride action to this truck, and I'm gonna be adding some things. And now you're on board. So now when I document it, you'll kind of be able to follow along and jump on board too. I really hope some of you guys out there also make a video, like a truck tour or a car tour or a motorcycle tour, like whatever. I want to see not only what you drive and why, but how you set it up. Like regardless of if you consider your car nice or not, like how do you make it yours? How do you set it up? Like what makes it special to you? And if you make that, please share it with me because I will watch it. I love this and I got nothing else to do today. So make sure to send them to me. And let's make truck tours a thing, because I'm shocked at how many people have asked me to do a truck tour. Like my friends and family that just want to see the truck because they've seen it on Instagram. They're like, show me everything. So I think this is pretty much everything. It's got these little movable tie downs too. So it's got rails so you can move these wherever you need, which makes tying things down just so much easier. But that's pretty much it. I'll show you the future things I want to do to it, and then I'm gonna go home and go to the beach. Like two of the things I want to do are add like it's called a cattle guard. It's a big metal thing that goes over the back window. I do a lot of yard work and home improvement, which means I am constantly buying like lumber, like 2x4s and big pieces of wood and throwing them in the back of the truck. I really want to be careful not to accidentally throw a piece of wood through the back window. So that's kind of what that, and then the only other thing I want to do is put like a brush guard, like one of those big kind of grills on the front of it to protect it against, you know, brush, going off-roading, rocks, trees, bushes, I got the most rugged truck I could find, but I like it so much I want to like keep it and I don't want to destroy it. So oh, actually, and it's also got parking sensors and all that, you know, crap that I don't know if you care about, but I really don't. And other than that, this is my truck. This has been my 2021 Ram 1500 Black Widow. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love y'all very much. Can't wait to see your truck tour, car tours. Make sure to send me. I'm dead serious. Like, I'm super interested. This thing's gonna be like a Pimp My Ride series on this channel. So let's see where we can build it and take it to. I hope you guys are having an incredible day. I love y'all a ton, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.